Yeah, AFC South right now, we do have the Tennessee Titans at 5-2, leading the that division. But also have the Colts right on its heels, exactly 5-2.
Yeah.
What I actually see in this division, I mean, it can go either way. I mean, the Colts are playing well. Titans have been playing well at the beginning of the season, but they've actually did lose to, I think, a Bengals team
Yeah.
last week.
That was
So
bizarre.
we're seeing some fractures in their team, but I honestly feel like it can go either way. I think the only thing that it has an advantage with the Titans so far is that the Colts have a really hard schedule coming up.
The Titans too, though. They play the Bears.
Yeah.
They play the Colts twice, obviously, but like
Yeah.
they play them almost back to back. But
I
they play the Ravens too.
it may be actually between them when they actually play against each other. You're probably to determine who would actually take this division. I think it depends on those matchups. In November 12th, they're playing at Tennessee, and then on November 29th, they're playing at Indianapolis. So I think whoever takes the lead, if it's 1-1, it could go either way. But if someone takes two wins, I think that's going to be the division leader in my view
Yeah, it all
in this
depends if the
situation.
Colts can. The Colts defense has been great, but they got a tough schedule coming up. But we'll see if they can stop Derrick Henry. You know,
Yeah.
because stopping Derrick Henry isn't an easy task. So I would
Mhm.
actually choose the Colts as long as Phillip Rivers doesn't throw an interception during those games. But we'll see.
Yeah. And some of the hard teams are playing. They're playing the Ravens next week. They have the Packers coming in after they play the Titans. They have the Raiders a little bit towards December, and then the week 2 weeks later they have the Steelers. Some matchups they do have are hopefuls though are Texans and Jags, but they have to basically win out their division. They have to get wins against their divisional matchups, like against the Texans and also against
Jaguars.
The Titans too, and the Jags.
They
So
lost to the Jaguars the first game in a close battle, so they
yeah,
gotta get a win there.
yeah, and that I
Obviously,
think that was the game where Rivers was actually making a lot of mistakes. So
yeah,
maybe he's a little bit more getting into because he was a former Charger, so he's still getting used to being part of the Colts. So I expected to see a battle between. I think that among any AFC division that's going on so far, I think this one's probably the most. It could go either way. Where I feel like the division leader is actually not really completely locked in. Like we don't. It could be either the Colts, it could be either the Bills. But I guess we'll have to see when they play each other in when they play each other on November 12th and again on November 29th.
you mean the Colts and Titans?
Colts and Titans, yeah, when they play against each other. I think that's
Yeah.
what that's going to determine who's going to take the division lead.